Hey there, UltiZeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokémon Black version. In the last episode, we did stuff and saved a person's thing. Yes, clearly that is the entire point of everything. So here I am checking out Wellspring Cave. It doesn't look like there's actually that much place for us to go in here. Oh hey, a Roggenrola. I like Roggenrola. It's a pretty neat little Pokemon. I think it evolves into Gigalith? I think that's what it goes in. I used one before, not in my actual Black personal playthrough, but in my Ultra Moon personal playthrough. So I've used one before, and so like, from that perspective, I won't be using one now, because I like to try and have a wide variety of things that I use. That's kind of my deal with a lot of these things. You probably have noticed, if you remember most of my other Pokemon Let's Plays, like, probably aware that, like, I talk about, oh, I have these personal playthroughs, but I want to use Pokemon that I haven't used before, yada yada yada. One thing that I want to say real quick about this recording session that I'm doing right now is I'm not holding my 3DS this time. I'm seeing if that helps my hands any better to, like, kind of treat it almost like a little keyboard. And also tapping the screen with my finger instead of doing stuff. Because, like, it's a Pokemon game. I don't really need to have my hands on it 100% of the time. I don't need to. It's not like I'm playing Super Smash Brothers and, like, all the inputs all at once. Like, you really need to have it a good. I don't know. You get what I mean, right? Like, I'm pressing 2 buttons right now, and, like, I can take as much time as I need to reorient, like, my hands and fingers to press things. So I don't know. I'm just seeing if that helps my hands in general, because, again, I have these carpal tunnel issues. It makes things hard. Hey, look! It's a Blitzel! It's a zebra! I like Blitzel. I've sort of used them, sort of not used them before. Funnily enough, the same basic thing happened both times when I had when I played through Black, because there was, again, the original, like, 1 gym badge playthrough from 2011, and I played it again on my own personal time in 2015-ish. 2016-ish. And the point is, that I caught a Blitzel in both of those, used it for a little bit, and then did not keep using it because I switched to something else. Did I have a different electric type on my actual Black team? Who did I have on my personal Black playthrough team? I've already mentioned that I used an Oshawott, so I had a Samurott, the fully evolved form of the water type starter. Oh hi, Charon. Ulti, stop. That dark tall grass over there. Every now and again, 2 Pokemon will pop out at the same time. You have to be careful in darker grass. I'm heading on to Necrene City. Okay. This is something I don't think they ever really brought back. But it's a thing. It's kind of like the precursor to X and Y's Horde battles. So that's a thing. Meat. Yeah, go ahead. Attack George as much as you want. I honestly don't really care about George. I don't even really need them in the party anymore. Just do your thing, everybody. Okay, let's just get rid of you first and foremost. Was I saying something? God, I fucking... Sometimes I have the absolute worst, Sometimes I have the absolute worst focus problems. Like, it's something I've kind of noticed in just, like, editing videos I do, where I start a topic, and then I just don't continue it sometimes. Or I miss out on, like, explaining crucial information. And it's awkward and weird, and it's like, oops! I'm not doing it intentionally, it just kind of is what happens, I guess? I don't know. Like, I've talked a little bit since about 2017-ish, when they really started happening. I've talked a little bit about me having, some mental health issues, with stuff like depression and whatnot, and anxiety. One issue that I really started to recently realize, thanks to an infographic on Twitter, of all things. Because, yeah, that's the best source of information on, especially on mental health, is Twitter. But no, in all seriousness, it was kind of an informative, like, ADHD-related post, where it was, I think that's the actual acronym. I'm not an expert. I've never been to a doctor to get diagnosed by anything. But, like, a lot of the things discussed in that post were surprisingly felt like they related to me. Like, there was this discussion about, like, how it's, like, that attention disorder isn't necessarily like, oh, ooh, shiny things, I'm always distracted by everything. Like, there is kind... It was saying that there's kind of like an incorrect vibe going around thanks to media and misconceptions, and so, like, they were trying to clear it up and whatnot. So they were discussing how other ways in which it can, like, affect people. And, like, the key thing that they really were bringing up was, like, how there's, like, 4 different criteria that usually an activity needs to be met with in order to, like, get somebody's attention in this regard. And I don't know exactly how 100% accurate it is, but, like, it seemed to make sense to me, and, like, the general criteria, from what I remember, was, like, challenge, how effective of a challenge an activity is. If it's, like, something engaging, like, if it's too easy or simple, then it won't really get attention. How much interest there is in it in general, so, like, if a person is just flat out like, I want to do this, I'm interested in it already, it's an interesting topic, like, then, like, that'll get your attention. There's another one, I don't know exactly what it was, it might just flat out have been having fun. But the other thing was, like, the fourth one, from what I remember, was priority, like, how much does this need to happen, like, can it be put off, etc., etc., like, is there a pressing need for it, immediate need for it? And so the infographic was basically talking about how, like, at least one of those 4 criteria needs to be met in order for someone to be able, someone with these problems to be able to, like, do it, you know? To not just, like, be distracted or, like, unfocused or, like, having problems with it. And, like, they were talking about it in the context of, like, this is why, like, oh, someone playing video games isn't just being lazy about other things. It's, like, because video games are fun and exciting and, like, interesting, so they meet a lot of the criteria that lets someone with those mental problems actually focus on it, you know? And stuff like it's why, like, procrastination kind of happens with a lot of people like that, because, like, it's a chore, so it's not interesting, and it's not a pressing need until suddenly, the last second, it is a pressing need, so now it's like, oh, I guess I gotta do it now. So it's like, oh, well, I guess you could have always done it, but it's like, that's not really how it goes. And, like, I don't know if I exactly explained it all the best right now, especially since I'm also splitting my attention between that and playing Pokemon and talking to you guys. Like, there's a lot to discover and to do, and like, I don't have it in front of me, so oops. But it is interesting to me because that is something that definitely affects me. Like, not quite in that exact way, but there's like a lot of situations where I find myself in positions of it's like, there's this important thing that I should probably do, like, look into... I started this whole conversation by being like, oh, I've never been to a doctor to get diagnosed with it from any of my mental health problems, yada yada. And it's like, realistically, there's nothing actually outwardly preventing me from doing that, and I've thought about exactly how it could happen. No, my parents aren't, like, actively trying to tell me to try doing these things for me, but a lot of people would probably say, and understandably so, like, you're 24 years old, you're an adult, you should be able to do these things on your own, you don't need your parents to do things for you. Be an adult, take responsibility, step up, you're old enough to do these things, and yes, that's not incorrect in the slightest. Absolutely you are, and that argument is valid and fair and not incorrect, but it's also not quite as simple as that for me, because of, like, of this mental problem that I have, where it's like, I can think of all these things that are, like, entirely within my wheelhouse of capability to do. Like, I could think about how I would be able to go see a doctor or whatever and do these things. Like, I don't have transportation, I can ask my dad or my brother if they can drive me over there, or I can just get an Uber. I don't know a doctor, we have the internet, I can look it up. Calling an appointment, it's literally just as simple as going on the phone. Maybe there's a little bit of social anxiety, but it's still, like, I have called people on the phone before. It's not my favorite thing, but I can do it. It's possible. It's, you know, it's a thing to do. Like, there's nothing preventing me from calling a doctor's office, getting an appointment, and doing these things, and, you know, like, and when I put it like that, it just, like, that's how it seems. But then it's like, I have these problems, and it's like, without something that feels like it's pushing me to do these things, I kind of just, my brain doesn't let me. Like, legitimately, like, when I have tried in the past to even start thinking about these things, my brain, without any attempt, anything else, it just stops thinking about it. It's like, I'll open up a tab and something, and then suddenly go like, oh, wait, no, I'm doing this other thing. Let me click into a different tab, and then I just don't click back into it. I've had a fucking tab open on my browser for, like, it's July when I'm recording, since, like, February. So, about 6 months, I've had a tab open for an online therapy website that I just have been accidentally ignoring despite clicking into the tab every single day without fail. That's not a joke. I have a problem. It is a problem that I acknowledge, and it is very hard to work on as a problem as well. Like, I came up with this little bit of an analogy of, it's like, I would say it's like, my brain is kind of like a fog right now, in that particular regard. And, like, say I have some sort of magical, like, fog clearing machine thing that or like a vacuum that sucks up the fog, I don't know. It's a weird analogy, but, like, my thought process on that, like, comparing it is like, you can say just get rid of the fog, you have a machine to do it. But, like, in this analogy, I am also a cloud. I'm a cloud within fog. So I can't, like, just, like... I need help. I can't do it on my own. I am, like, getting lost within the fog. I don't know. Maybe that analogy made more sense to me in my head at an earlier point in time. But just for me, I have this problem, and really that's about all I got. I have a lot of problems, in case you couldn't tell. Anyways, on a different topic now. I guess we're in this place. Lobby! Okay. What do we got in this town? I'm glad my Padav likes me. I like her too. I'm just kind of exploring around, seeing what everyone says in here. Because some people might give me something. Oh, there's a shop. Oh. X items. Sure, why not? Okay, well, this is a thing. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this town. It sure is a town. Ooh. Useful. Brr. Brr. This is not Castilia, so I don't care about Brr. Well, there's a Pokeball over there. Cafe Warehouse. Hello. Are these people gonna be like Pokemon trainers? Okay, none of them are battles. I was hoping for a battle. Alright. Okay, can't go that way. Pinwheel Forest, eh? Rock Smash. Now it's just a TM. Neat. Okay. Well, we can go to the second gym right now, but we also have this area. And I'm not sure what level the gym is at. Quite frankly. The thing is, I do remember distinctly that this whole section of the game was where I stopped the very first time. I distinctly remember this this split junction here, where you go south and then to the left, and then there's a forest. Like, this is where I stopped. Guaranteed for sure. So, it's... I'm not sure if going to the gym right now would be a good decision. I don't know, maybe I'm a little overly cautious, but I don't want to die. Oh, that hurt a lot of damage. I was, like, thinking, like, oh, this one is not gonna really do anything to me. I can keep Pietra out, no problem. But now it's Psybeaming, and I'm dying. And I don't want to die. Are they so good? Everything okay? Good? Okay. My computer monitor restarted for some reason. I thought my computer stopped for a moment, but it looks like the recording's still going just fine. Looks like it was just the monitor, not the computer itself. I mean... It's a 3DS capture card, so my DS would be fine no matter what anyway. And the way I record in such a file format that even if my computer blue-screened, I would still retain what existed beforehand. So, like, I wasn't concerned about losing files, I was just like, is it thing still going at all? Anyways. I'm actually also not sure if we can actually go to the gym yet or not. Oh, hey! Hello! Little Kimpole. Let's attack the tadpole. Bubble Beam. Buble Beam. That's a lot of damage for a Bubble Beam. Oh, cool, thanks, you got a critical hit. I actually didn't want that, because I want the tadpole. So, let's heal up again, because there's a health thing right here, and there's no real reason not to. So, let's see if we can get that tadpole for real. Well, you're not who I'm looking for, but you're at least a new Pokemon. This is Timber. I think it's a fighting type? Question mark? Let's find out if it's good or not. Also, Pietra got Air Cutter. I don't know if that was in the screen or not. It has 90 accuracy. And is 95% power. It's like 55% powerful or something like that. But it lands critical hits more easily. So. It seems decent. It's better than Gust, but it's not as accurate, so I get both. All this stuff down here. Where are the tadpoles? I mean, on the plus side, I'm getting a lot of experience for Pietra, which is good because she needed it. There we go! Alright. Let's not kill it this time. Thank you for making my attack fall. Musical round. Alright, let's try attacking it now. Go! Heal Ball! Alright, cool. We got ourselves a new team member. Alright, what are we gonna name our froggy friend? They warn others of danger by vibrating their cheeks to create a high-pitched sound. Let's name her... What's the tadpole's name in Tadpole Treble? Because she's a girl too, right? And she's musical and is a tadpole? So, like, that would fit. What's the name? Tadpole Treble protagonist. Baton. Yes. Okay. Baton. That works. I thought it was Baton, but I want to be sure, because I've never actually played Tadpole Treble, I just know about it. I mean, I was a Brawl in the Family fan, after all. Alright. Welcome to the family, Baton. It's a real brawl in here. Alright, Alright. So... I don't really know a whole ton about Timpole, I just know what they evolve into. And I'm pretty certain they evolve into what I want. I got Bubble Beam, so that's useful, I suppose. I'm gonna go back up. I've kind of been ignoring some of these trainers, so I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding on these trainers off-screen. At least, assuming they are trainers. Oh, hi! You're a person. You're definitely a fighting type, I know that for sure. This is Sock. He's kind of like a version of Hitmonchan slash Hitmonlee. He has a friend called Throw, who's small and red. And they're just kind of awkward. Alright. So he's biting. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try an Air Cutter and either get a crit or hopefully hit and deal more damage, and then after that I'll Quick Attack? I got the crit. Awesome. Didn't really need to do that, but I mean, if I died anyway, then I mean, I just would have... The person to heal is literally right here. So, yeah. Let's go find out if these guys are trainers. You are a trainer. Alright, cutting you out. See you guys in a moment. Or not! You have a new Pokemon we haven't seen yet. This is Cottony. That other person wanted to trade me a thing for it earlier. I don't know. They're a grass thingy. Cotton spores, you know, it all makes sense. Yeah. Good job, Pietro. Pietro was going slower than some, like, random level 12 Pidubs earlier. I feel like I got some bad luck as far as, like, how fast she is. I don't think she has a good speed stat. But now she is level 17. Petalil. This is the other one. The other grassy thingy. I actually think I want a Petalil. If this is the one that evolves into... No. Petalil evolves into Lilligant. Lilligant is not the one I'm looking for. There's a lot of, like, these grass types that, like, sometimes I don't always remember. And so it can be a little complex and awkward to remember. Gen 5, again, this is the generation where I stopped being able to remember everything super well. But no, I think I'm not looking for Petalil or Lilligant. I'm looking the other one I want to look for is Seawaddle? I think that's what I would want to find. Oh, now you give me another tadpole. You are also a trainer, so I'll fight you now. Okay, well, let's fight you now. Go all the way down, back down here. He's brave and bold. Bold and brash. Okay, and with that, that's all them. There's another trainer down here. Interesting. Probably go a little bit longer while I explore this route. Because right now I'm mostly just cutting stuff out and exploring. Hey! How dare you be me? Also, hey, it's a Venipede. I use this on my other black playthrough. You're a pretty cool bug, and I like him. So now I'm gonna murder it! So long. Lillipop. Let's get a little more experience for Baton, because this guy's not allowed to have my name. I hate him. Immediately. Let's just see how Baton does a little bit. 3DS. Stop moving the screen down. Interesting. Actually do a decent amount of damage. Especially if you're gonna use Odor Sleuth. Like, one of the most useless moves in the entire franchise. I still don't know what it does, to be quite frank, but like, it doesn't do anything useful. I'm almost positive about that. Baton needs some experience, so it'll be good to start getting them some stuff. I want to get, like, Pietra and Zysand to be level 20-ish, ideally, before I start really focusing on, Baton. Because the thing is, Baton's... It's gonna take a while before Baton is really necessarily useful. Alright, I'm gonna Gust because it's more reliable. I don't need the crit anyway. Okay. By the way, I compared Sock and Throw, yeah, that's the red one, to Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan because 3DS, whatever. I compared them to Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan not because they're related to them in any sort of way, but more because like they're a pair of fighting type Pokemon. So like, just kind of, it's the comparison to make, I suppose. Hi. Just to challenge rock with my fist every day. You punch rocks? Sounds like it would hurt. Battle Girl Lee probably has a Sock or a Timber. Alright, well I fought you before. But you're not exciting. So, goodbye. Unless you do something interesting in this battle, in which case not goodbye, but whatever. Alright, I'm starting to think I should probably end the episode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back to the Healy Lady, get healed, and then come back and I'll meet you guys here for the start of the next episode. So, see you guys then! Thanks for watching this episode. What do you want?